Being alone quotes, alone but not lonely. If you want to be happy, learn to be alone without being lonely. Learn that being alone does not mean being unhappy. The time you feel lonely is the time you most need to be by yourself. Being alone has a power that very few people can handle. Sometimes you just need a break, in a beautiful place alone, to figure everything out. It's far better to be alone than to be with someone who makes you feel alone. Better to be with no one than to be with the wrong one. If you want to be strong, learn to enjoy being alone. Happiness is being alone with your own thoughts. Sometimes you need to be alone, not to be lonely, but to enjoy your free time being yourself. Solitude is independence. In solitude, the mind gains strength and learns to lean upon itself. If you make friends with yourself, you will never be alone. The best part about being alone is that you really don't have to answer to anybody. You do what you want. Loneliness expresses the pain of being alone, and solitude expresses the glory of being alone. All men's miseries derive from not being able to sit in a quiet room alone. Once you start loving your own presence, you stop chasing people in your life. Nothing can bring you peace but yourself. It's easy to stand with a crowd. It takes courage to stand alone. Some people think that being alone makes you lonely, but that's totally wrong. Being in a crowd with the wrong people is what makes you loneliest. Never search happiness in others. It will make you feel alone. Search it in yourself. You will feel happy even when you are left alone. It's very healthy to spend time alone. You need to know how to be alone and not defined by another person. The strongest man in the world is he who stands most alone. Those who fly solo have the strongest wings. Sometimes you need to take a break from everyone and spend time alone to experience, appreciate, and love yourself. Sometimes life is too hard to be alone, and sometimes life is too good to be alone. One good thing about being alone is that you have much time for yourself. Standing alone is better than being around with people who don't value you. A man is born alone and dies alone. He experiences the good and bad consequences of his karma alone, and he goes alone to hell or the supreme abode. What a lovely surprise to finally discover how unlonely being alone can be.